Hello, that conference participants, and we are welcome you in a community booth dedicated to Java expertise. And one of the activities we would like to bring you this year is to tell what is Java Competency Center is and what is happening behind the scene. Today, we are going to talk why do we need Java Competency Center, why it exists, what other Competency Center do we have inside the PAM. Another topic will be the Java Competency Center services overview. So how basically Competency Center can help you. I mean customers, engineers, other EPAMers, and so on and so forth. And then we would like to tell you in details about several services. And I am very glad that today we also have here on the call Evgeny Artemov and Viktor Gema, who are our very active contributors, and they will talk about the pre-sale support. This topic will be covered by Viktor. And project audits, architecture, and code review will be covered by Evgeny Artemov. At the end of our speech, we will tell how to request the service and how to contribute to the services Java Competency Center is providing. And this will be covered by our Java Competency Center coordinator, Irina Rukavitsa. And let me tell something about myself. So my name is Yevgen Mospan. I am a head of Java Competency Center, and that is why the first part will be covered by me. And let's dive into the details. So what is Java Competency Center is? Java Competency Center is a center of expertise related to Java technologies, which includes both dedicated experts and contributors. The main goal of this team is basically to collect the best practice, to share the experience, be the point of escalation if any technology, Java technology consulting is required, or any Java-related problem is appeared on some particular account and cannot be solved by the existing team. So we are here to connect the dots between different experts and allow our community be more connected and share their expertise among the projects and locations. Java Competency Center is not the only competency center at EPAM, so we do have them a lot related to each expertise, because it allows us to aggregate the experience and the knowledge in the particular technology and bring the best quality to our customers. Java-related segment is quite big at the PAM, so we have about like 9,000 engineers all over the world, and that is why Java Competency Center is quite big. We have more than 300 contributors all over the world, and this number grows every year. And at the end of the session, you will know how to become one of them. We do also have a core team, which is which consists about of the 15 experts. This number is changing from year to year because we try to get more experts from different locations, and at the moment, as you can see on the world map, we have experts in key experts in major EPAM locations like Belarus, Ukraine, Russian Federation, United States, and others. So we do provide lots of services in Java in scope of our work. And while we were structuring them, we actually came into three main directions. Them you can see on the screen, and we will start right. So first is basically focus on our customers, and this is a pre-sale support. So when a pre-sale team gets a request, it usually can suffer from lack of expertise on this or that technology. And this is an opportunity for them to request a service from Java Competency Center to fill this gap. And more details about this, Victor will provide in a couple of minutes. So, besides the general pre-sale support, we also do help with creating of technical proposal for such pre-sales. We can engage our contributors to participate in the discovery phase and help with processing of different requests for like information, quotation, and proposal. Our contributors are open to create POCs in the technologies they are interested, and there is always a chance to find somebody who is already doing something, and this can be reused in other project or activity. The second mainstream of the services in Java Competency Center is basically focus on development and production. When we have an already running project, it also can need some help from experts and people who already implemented the stuff they are using on the project. And Java Competency Center tries to help via following services. So we can help with the project kickoff by providing the experts who can share their vision on the best practices, on the technologies that are planned to be used, and so on and so forth. They can also help with the project supervision and actually help to review what is happening on the project already. So this is a part of services like architecture, design, project audit, review of both architecture and code, and of course consulting. Most of these services will be covered by Evgeny Artyomov, and he will tell in details how they work. And of course, we have services oriented on the competency growth. So basically on the community of the engineers which exist all over the world at EPAM and even outside EPAM. That is why we develop our knowledge base where we collect the best practices and run several useful services to develop our community. We help our engineers to get prepared for assessment, and we call the service pre-assessment. We help to get new engineers on board via interviewing the Java experts outside our company and basically making sure that they will satisfy all our requirements. We do also help in our learning and development department by creating the programs for mentoring and further educating of our engineers. And we do conduct webinars and TikToks via our own Java Community Virtual, about which we will talk in other days in community booths. So if you are interested, please join and get the information how Jacob or Java Community Virtual is working. And besides this, we also try to establish partnership with other big companies supporting Java. This year, we have signed these partnerships with Google and the Lightband, and we do really believe that this will help our engineers grow more effectively and our projects be more successful. We also run certification process, popular certification process for our engineers, like Oracle one. And as you can see on the screen below, we provided our services for more than 30 customers during 2020, among which is such big companies like SAP and Liberty Global. Our materials are also used in educational programs of EPAM, which are distributed not only inside our company. One of the examples is basically a master degree educational program, which EPAM runs. So this is it about the overview for the Java Competency Center services. And I just want to share some statistics for usage of the services in the first 3 quarters of 2020. We have collected the statistics using 2 metrics. So first of all is a very simple metric, and another metric is also quite simple. It's the time spent on this request by our experts. As you can see on the left side, the most popular track of our services is a competency growth, because it's quite obvious. We have a lot of engineers who require some support, and that is why they are asking help from Java Competency Center. Despite the fact that the pre-sale support takes only 12% of the time, this is not a really easy requests, and this can be clearly seen on the diagram on the right side, where we see the distribution between our streams of services using spend time metric. And as you can see, it's quite similar. So it's about 30% for each of the streams, and this means that we try to separate the efforts of our expert in a relatively smooth manner. So if we talk about numbers, so we had 58 competency growth requests, we had 27 development and production requests, and 12 requests for the pre-sales. And right now, I just want to focus on the real experts, and would like to ask them to share the experience of how and why they are contributing to these services, why they found it useful. And I am passing the word to my colleague Victor Gema, who will tell you about the pre-sale support. Stage is yours.
Hello, Evgeny, thank you. Okay, so my name is Victor Gema, and I am solution architect at EPAM and active contributor in the Java Competency Center. So let's talk about why I want to participate in the pre-sale activity and why I think that's one of the interesting things actually in my usual job activity. So usual on the main project, I stick in the same industry or technology stack, so that I make restriction to extend my industrial domain expertise and stack technologies. So pre-sale activity gives me an option to extend industrial domain expertise, and I can evaluate something new and can propose of my solution to the customers. Another important thing in all pre-sale activity, it is a challenge where you need to demonstrate your knowledge and prove your solution, which will solve the customer problem. And actually, at the end of the pre-sale activity, I expand my contacts in the EPAM, collect meaningful artifacts which can be reused for future on the next project or on other activities. Of course, the pre-sale is extra activity, and you have to understand that you will need to spend your own time to be successful. That's why I want to share some of the tips and tricks how I can stay on the track for all my activities. I try to prepare notes and checklists for each. Leads need to be prioritized, that I can control what task more important and what must have done till end of the day. I always use calendar for schedule all meetings, all task activity, at least for 1 week ahead. Yeah, so I always know what actually I need to do on the next week. Okay, let's briefly talk about what this pre-sale activity mean and where I am usually involved. At the beginning of the pre-sale, you need to discuss with the rest of the sales team what your responsibility and determine the timeline when and what you need to deliver. Then you need to understand the goal or what the issue the customer want to solve. Fill the gap between the functional and business requirements of the customer. Then you need to build high-level architecture of the product that developers can make high-level estimate based on what you will be deliver. Specify the team composition and build a resource plan based on estimate. Define the scope which will cover the current proposal and highlight what will done do not include and must be agreed separately. Try specify all assumptions which can affect the scope or increase the budget. Create a delivery timeline that customer to understand what each milestone mean and what is delivered. Also, last one, but not at least important, is discovery phase, where need to be detailed investigating the problem and provide detailed plan what will be built and how, what time frame, and what technology will be used. The discovery phase actually usually takes a couple of months, and you will more closely work with the stakeholders on the customer side. In the next slide, let's discuss what the common skills need to have to be successful in pre-sale activity. During the whole sales cycle, you act as a trusted advisor and interface between customers and the sales team to explain technology complex things in a simple way. Technical knowledge and functional knowledge with some domain expertise help you quicker understand the goal or issue what customer want to solve. You need to be technical to understand what be the best way to design solution. You need to be able to translate customer roles into valid requirements, and you will need to be familiar with integration and managing complex infrastructure solution. Let's summarize all of the above. Pre-sale activity is not rocket science, and everybody can participate in the process. So let's join the Java Competency Center and take part of that kind of activity. So feel free to ask any questions, and good luck.
Thank you, Victor, and thank you one more time for being so active contributor to the pre-sales activities, which is being appreciated not only, of course, by the Java Competency Center, but the customers themselves. And as Victor mentioned, there is always a chance to participate as a member of a pre-sale team. So you do not need to drive it yourself. You can be a part of the team, and more experienced colleagues will help you to get up to speed quick enough. So we are moving to the next part of our today's talk, and I would like to introduce you Evgeny Artyomov, who will tell you the details of the project audit, architecture and code review service that we run inside the Java Competency Center. So please welcome Evgeny Artyomov. Evgeny, stage is yours.
Thanks, Evgen. Thanks, Victor. Hi all. And first of all, I would like to give you a brief overview about my participation in Java Competency Center activities and what was completed. There are 3 code review activities, 1 architecture review, and also several more activities that I took part with Java Competency Center. It was pre-sale activities and also some additional things related with Resource Development Lab. Okay, let's take more closer look how project review is going on. And let's see. When a request for code architecture review or code review is received and team is completed and ready to handle this request, We can start with our activities, with our progress. And in this year, we decided to split architecture review and code review activities on 2 streams, or in other words, it's 2 sub-teams. But actually, it does mean that reviewers work completely independently. No, one person can be involved in both parts as active as he or she wants and can. I mean, in both parts means in architecture review and code review as well. Architecture review usually includes active collaboration with requester or and additional stakeholders, maybe from customer side. Why do we need it? To, first of all, to gather necessary information, artifacts, and maybe to clarify questions related with project and solution. It also might cover some processes and practices defined on the project. It depends on the approach and also details of request. Code review activity can be done either manually or using some code static analysis tool like plugins or SonarCube. It also depends on code base and also approaches the team define it. Maybe it will be a mix of both of these approaches. Both streams produce report based on existing templates and contain recommendation about improvements to do. Okay, so why it's interesting, especially for me. First of all, you can get insights about activities around the company, about some process, approaches, practices, and there are actually examples what I got from these topics. It's some kind of extra documents for solution architecture workshop. I familiarized myself with EPAM engineering excellence practice, and also even more I got team composition to play. In addition, from technology perspective, there are always new cases and new approaches. You can extend your technical vision and technical expertise because you take a look how teamwork, how project work, and to see maybe new libraries or technologies for you. And of course, you may spend some time and tries to find information about the project architecture or coding best practice or something similar in internet. But first of all, you need to know a vector direction, which things to find. And secondly, it will be more, I would say, theoretical information rather than practical experience. And I know that some of these items are presented in Solution Architecture School and also on the Solution Architecture Best Practice page. But again, with these activities, you can get hands-on experience rather than theoretical knowledge. What else? The second part, why it's interesting, actually, it's some practical usage of these artifacts for me. For example, I reused artifacts from one project review on another project review. Also, as you may remember, I took part in pre-sale activities and I got this team composition template that all of these things was reused in my project and non-project activities, like seniority grow program, also project with pre-sale and project with architecture discovery phase, where I was involved in. Okay, and couple of words how it's possible to combine these activities with project activities. First of all, you may need to invest your time in case if you 100% allocated on the project. Yes, and also try to be on track to do not miss some deadlines for all of your activities, to do not lose focus and priorities. And maybe obvious suggestion, use time management technique and short and long-term planning. It also will be useful. And finally, do not be overloaded with activities. Try to keep your work-life balance, because it's really useful to try to recharge after the high load activities, I would say. And finally, to summarize, a couple of words about value for me, maybe for colleagues and for company, in my understanding. For me, it's first of all new experience, ability to help my. I know what I'm getting from these activities. It's expertise, connections, visibility, and also I need what I need. I know what I need to invest, actually, my time, and my expertise. And from my point of view, it's mutually beneficial cooperation. Yes, and it leads to building of connections between people, actually, and creation of community for experts, I would say. Yes, it's quite popular word, community, but from my point of view, one person cannot know everything. And when you have a chance to request for expertise or some knowledge or some help, it might be really helpful for you and maybe for project. And finally, if you provide some help, you also can request it in future. That is my thoughts. Thank you.
Zhenya, you're muted.
Sorry, thank you, Evgeny, and thank you for bringing the light on how the development and production stream is working inside the Java Competency Center. And as you mentioned, community is a quite important topic for us as well. As we told before, we have a dedicated community booth related to the Jacobs. So if you are interested, then you can take a look on this community booth and get more information, how community is being involved into the Java Competency Center and how you can contribute in this area as well. So as you already know how Java Competency Center works, it's time to tell you how to request this service or become a part of our team. And I'm passing the ball to Irina Rukavica, who will basically tell you how to do this.
Thanks a lot, Jenna. So, hi all. Maybe now you are interested in the following question: how can I join the team of experts and help with Java competency growth at EPAM? And we have a simple answer. Just join us via Contribute portal, and project coordinators, me or Yevgen, will approve your request, add you to the team, and include to all communication channels. Then you'll receive all updates regarding our newest opportunities. Interested in some of them, just reply to the email in Java Competency Center coordinators will provide you with further instructions, so you could start contribution to the service. And we guess some of you have another need, advices from our experts or help with resolving project issues. On the screen, you can find our service desk distribution list, the entry point for all requests. Just send an email to us and our wonderful experts will take your request and work and do their best. So that's all from my side. Thank you for attention.
Thank you for joining this session, and this is basically it, what we would like to tell you about the Java Competency Center. At this point, I would like to say one more thank you to our experts and contributors, Victor and Evgeny. Your contribution is really important for us, and I do really hope that you participants will soon become our contributors, and you also will we have some information to tell on the next event. So thank you guys. Please post your questions, if any, into the chat and we will try to answer them. Stay safe. See you. Bye.